when he transitioned and I had to go to the hospital and I saw him, it was a piece on him I hadn't seen in a minute, man.
So the 911 call came out. For the fans who do not know, what is the official cause of death of Rich Homie Quan?
The official cause of death was overdose.
Overdose, okay.
I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch, and I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool, and he's in the living room. And I just checked on him because I see he never got up, and I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat.
Now, I say this, man, till my last days. This chair I'm sitting in alone, I don't wish this on nobody, man. I'm 7 months in, bro.
Man, it's rough, brother.
Few days, we're gonna be 8 months in. Bro, listen, when I was watching my grandson go to the prom the other day, and I was looking around and Quan wasn't there, I'm fooling myself, you know what I'm saying? And Quan out.
Laid on the couch, but I seen like nail all over the floor, like he had knocked over something, like he was trying to get somewhere to sit down. I don't know.
Did you ever meet Young Thug?
I met Thug before, yes.
Okay.
I did. Early on in their careers, we had a personal relationship.
Okay, cool.
But like I said, man, like I tend to stay out of certain things because I don't want to be like, you know, too overbearing or overprotective. You understand? Like not only on Thug's side, but Quan too, bro, with attitude and ego.
You back up your ass up, look over, look like Young Thug, make sure it's fuck away from me. Hey, fuck Rich Homie. Fuck Rich Homie. Like a thug is on the fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like Thug Daddy reached out to me, Big Jeff.
Yeah, Big Jeff. Yeah.
Offered a conversation, bro. Let's try to bring these boys back together. But the attitudes and ego, we wanted it.
Right.
But the attitude and egos, we tried, bro. It was some years it went by, and Jeff reached out to me.
Try to make it happen.
Was like, man, Jeff want to talk to you, and I called him.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, let's try to bring these boys back together. But the attitude and egos were so big, we couldn't do it.
Right.
But as fathers, we attempted, man. You follow me? We didn't turn a blind eye to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to find a resolution, man. You follow me? Like at the end of the day, we couldn't come to one. But me and Jeff did try.
What's happening, y'all? This is Loon from It's Up There Podcast. I want to thank everybody who was watching this channel and who like and subscribe to our content and just enjoy our conversations. It does show a high level of people who stop by and watch the content are not subscribed, and so I wanted to put a call to action in the front of the videos and ask that you guys who are here right now watching this video, make sure you hit the like button, and more importantly, make sure you subscribe. It may sound small, but it does help with the algorithm, and it does keep this content coming and help us know that we are actually growing in the market and people enjoy what we bring. If you enjoy the content to the next level, you come to patreon.com. It's Up There Podcast, and that's where you can catch me a lot at. This is where I have a live call-in show, and we also have a community filled with all kind of things. We do gaming and different endeavors on our show, different endeavors for our show. So again, thank you guys from the center of my soul for helping me being able to start in this content world and cover a lot of ground, even though we got a lot more ground to cover. I thank you guys so much. But make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit like, and make sure you tuned in with the family. And let's handle this like a family. Let's watch these videos like a family. Let's comment like a family. Let's really enjoy each other as I try to run around the world creating some of the best content that the world has ever seen. I do appreciate y'all. It's Up There Podcast. Let's get on to the show. Thank you.
Yeah, your Nate.
Right.
When I said, man, boom, reached out, we'll lock that in, Paul.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was like your platform was
people
growing.
know, people, and
that
it's like is all incoming. Like I was telling iHeart yesterday, I'm like, I really don't be doing outgoing bookings no more. It's like all incoming, which is a great sign for the business.
Believe that.
You know what I'm saying? But I still have specific conversations I want to have with scientists and like I'm going somewhere else with this, and I'm taking the culture with me.
See, that's the thing. See, you're taking us to things we ain't thought of, or things that some kids probably dreamed about.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like I used to have a lot of respect for and still do for Frank Ski when he had his like the aerospace camp he had. You know, like a lot of inner city kids, bro. We just hear about that in school. They don't get a chance to do that.
Exactly.
So like when you embark on your next levels, like you said, the main thing, bro. Listen. I'm taking the culture with me.
Yeah.
It's called exposure, man. I'm exposing them to things, bro, that they probably never even thought of.
Right.
And then it might be a kid to be like, you know what? Because I saw that, or I had a chance to hear about it or learn about it, I want to dig into that.
Right, because that's how it's all one hand wash the other, both wash the face. You know what I mean? That's how it is. So like me doing this, I look in the game and saw Charlemagne and Joe Buttons and certain people doing this saying, but they missing this point. That's literally what birthed this. Right? When you talk about shit, I'm like, yeah, but they ain't said this though. What about this? And then I would sit back and wait. A week ago by it, nobody still ain't saying it. Then it start, hey, you peeping shit that they just ain't peeping because of where you come from, bro.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
Real.
So then I started to speak on things, and the reaction was like, oh, it's other people feeling like that, but it ain't other people saying that.
Talking about it. See, a lot of times, like, that's just like, I don't want to get off subject. That's just like with the Shadua Sanders thing, right?
Yeah, bro.
I'm sitting here looking at certain interviews and certain people that came from where me and you from. They dropping their head.
Right.
They're not even speaking on it, bro.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Like,
and it's clearly something going on. This is sabotage.
Yeah, come on, man. Listen, you know, I mean, it's like they're trying to Kaepernick the kid, man.
Right.
At the end of the day, he young, bro. He was born with money. He into money. I get it. But do you penalize him or X him out, bro, because of that?
Do you think that's what's going on because they're flat? Because he's more so flashy, young dude. Or is it Deion being his father and Deion being over his back? Like, what do you think is causing Shadua Sanders now to drop out of the draft?
Man, you know what? It's very disturbing. And you know, like I ain't gonna put no cap on it, bro. You know, like it's clear cut racism,
right?
Bro. You understand?
Yeah.
2025, man. The kid got the numbers, bro. You understand? It has a lot to do with his last name. It has a lot to do with his flamboyancy. It has a lot to do with his arrogance. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, guess what, bro? What does that do with his numbers on the field? Like you got, we in the third round now?
Yeah.
Third round and he still ain't picked.
He's probably gonna go undrafted, bro.
Yeah, man. But you know that just seems like, man, like them.
But that's like you say, that it definitely feels contrived. It does not feel like an organic draft happening with this man falling out of the first and second round.
How?
It don't make sense.
And you know, the second round they were saying they're gonna pick some quarterbacks. And you had teams like New Orleans, Pittsburgh.
Go right past.
Yeah, you go right past them and need a quarterback. But I just feel like, man, them folks say, hey, man, listen, collectively. We moving on him.
We
moving. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like, you know, he young, and I hope and pray he get a shot, man. And I hope and pray that he use that, you know, what he going through to fuel him. And you got to remember, shit, Tom Brady was a 6th round draft pick.
Right. But that was based on skill set and shit. That was based on numbers.
Right.
If we're basing this on numbers, he shouldn't
top
have
5, top 10.
Exactly.
Easy.
So also I'm thinking, how can the league view him dangerous, right? Because what's the difference between, and I don't mean skill set, what's the difference between his flamboyance and his arrogance and his style versus his father's when he came out?
None.
They drafted his father with no problem. So is it the father figure being there that is, you know what I'm saying? Because what I'm hearing from Stephen A. Smith and other people are saying that they believe that teams are saying, I like him, but I don't want to deal with his father if he's not starting, if he's, you know what I'm saying, trying to tell me how to run the organization. But that can also be an scapegoat.
And you know what? I really feel like it's an scapegoat because at the end of the day, Deion wasn't bigger than the NFL. You follow me? Deion can speak what he want to speak. I remember old man told me one day, you know, like it was players that got in their feelings and quit, you know, I ain't got to do this or just walk off, you know, at an early age. And the old man told me years ago, make no difference. They still gonna kick off at 1 o'clock every Sunday, man. They gonna still kick off at 1 o'clock every Sunday. You follow what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And like I have mixed emotions. Could it be Dion or could it be his arrogance? But you know, at the end of the day, man, I hope he get a chance, man. And it's really like it's a sad day for us, man.
Yeah.
As minorities, yeah, like it ain't even covered up, man. And you know, like they keep making a mockery of he had all his jewelry out. He had, you know, he didn't
hats.
go. They invited him. He didn't go. He wanted to do it with his family. Hats of all the teams, and to see now, man, we in the 3rd round. And man, that mean they done picked, 62, 63 players. Yeah,
it's damn near over. Even if he get drafted now, it still is it's like a no draft. You know what I'm saying? For him and his status, the damage is done already. Even if someone picks him.
Like you said, like Dave smeared him so bad and probably messed with his confidence.
Yeah, but
so
he
bad.
trying to, and so that's what I appreciate about the fathers being there, and of course we'll transition back into our original conversation. But Dion being there, I'm seeing a man I know he's shattered. I know he's shattered. He's damn near broken. He's rattled. His confidence is shooken. I know this. But what you see him doing, you know, I thank God for everything. Right. You know, God is the greatest. That's his father.
That's his dad. And you know, another thing you got to realize. You got to realize Dion there for his son, right? But as a dad, Dion feel this pain too, man.
And y'all saying it's my fault?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I could imagine, because see, when I look, I'm like, how would I feel? Like I'm hurt, you know what I'm saying? But in front of my son and my other kids,
I gotta
and
act
millions of people around the world, I got to put on this facade. But then how you think he, like when he go close his door, he probably lay up against it though, like, man.
That's what I asked. That's why, because you say you have strong faith. I think this is a great question. It's like, is there room for him to, like, God, what is this? Like, I've been here. I'm with my son. We got genetics passed down, and we know it's proven. We put him on the proving grounds. He like
took 2 programs to the next level,
and they telling me it's my fault, and it's like,
but guess what? I'm gonna say this, and God knows I don't have no prejudice in me at all, right? But it's okay for Archie to do it for Peyton Manning, but it ain't okay for Dion to do it for Shadua and his other son. You follow me?
Yeah.
So it's like different stereotypes.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a whole
think about just think about what the Manning legacy did to the NFL.
Yes.
So why the Sanders legacy couldn't do it? You know why? It wasn't nothing but the color of our skin, bro.
Yeah.
Like let's call an ace and a spade a spade.
Exactly
you know what I'm
it
saying?
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not gonna say like. You got to realize, like, this kid grew up around it, and like Dion was who he was, and what they say, the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Right. So it ain't this is passed down.
Come on, man. At the end of the day, what does that have to do with the talent on the field? Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
And then if you do think Dion is this nuisance or this person who would be a problem if you draft his son, what you think he gonna be if you don't draft his son? If he is dangerous or powerful or nuisance, I'm really gonna be mad if y'all don't draft him.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's go back. Let's show 2 scenarios. See, what you have to understand, negativity sell in America. If it's negative about us, they gonna jump on it.
Right.
Let's do this. Travis Hunter, number 2 draft pick, right? Everything should have been dead aim on him, right?
Right.
But y'all want to talk about his dad getting permission because he's on probation to a 10. But Dion ain't never left his kid's side.
Ever.
Never. I mean, been with them from the time they came up until now.
Exactly.
And now we want to use one of the largest platforms on earth to try to tear down this family.
The
man.
legacy that
The
they
legacy,
were trying to
come on,
build.
man. Yeah.
And they working hard to build that legacy.
You know how hard it is? Come on, man. And then at the end of the day, you got to realize at some point, Dion got to go back to Colorado, man.
Yeah.
And I know he damn sure ain't trying to take Shadua with him and give him no job.
Right.
You follow me?
That'll be crazy.
Come on, man. But it's like that.
Now, if they make him do that, that's...
Come on, man.
Bruh, if don't no team take him...
No team? No team, man.
And he's somewhat like the quarterback coach for the Colorado team, bro, that's gonna be gut wrenching.
But guess what? See, them boys who press them buttons. They already knew the outcome when me and you was excited. Because I was riding somewhere and my partner said, I gotta look at this. I said, what a draft? Come on, I've been waiting on the draft.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I wanted to see these young boys' life transform.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see him and his family
continue
celebrate their legacy, man.
And they done all that work. Ain't like he just been missing. He done the work.
And done put it in, man.
And then on draft day, they don't call. Man, I said, ooh, this getting slippery.
Man, look at when I looked at 1 through 10, I started getting concerned. Then, man,
I said it was over when he didn't go. When he didn't go 10.
Believe that.
I said something going on, y'all.
Man, listen.
And I'm in media, so I go to calling around like, yo, this is gonna be a big story.
Right.
This before I even knew he ain't even gonna get in the second round. Right. Just the top 10 was a story. Just that.
Man,
you know what I mean?
Yesterday, I think I was all in the first round. Woke up the next day, grabbed my phone. Damn, he didn't go first round. So second round, I didn't look. And when I grabbed my phone, they say he still ain't went. I say second round. Then I started looking. They got some more quarterbacks. Yesterday, second round, I was like, man,
they ain't studying that dude, bro, and that's fucked up, son.
Hey man, prayers to him and his family.
Yeah,
man.
for sure. Prayers to him, man.
Hey man, keep y'all head up, man. One thing about it, what God got for you is for you, man.
That's for sure. And again, I do see him trying to be unwavering and stoic, but I know he broke.
That's a lot on a kid, man. That's a lot on a grown man. Oh, man. You got to realize, like I had to tell one of my partners, like, Bray, I said, Bray, he young.
Yeah.
He young, man. Think about if me and you was his age with what we had. We'd probably be worse than he was, man.
Yeah. And think about this, like we said, he got presentations at the house and new jewelry. Bro, that shit cut deep. I don't give a damn. Yeah. So I interviewed Brandon Marshall.
Okay.
So Shakur Sanders didn't get drafted yet, but Brandon Marshall failed. Brandon Marshall had his entire family draft day party. He thought he was gonna go top 10. Mm-hmm. I think he might have failed to I don't know what number, in the teens or maybe the 20s or something. And man, he snapped. I mean, and that's what I mean. When the father, Dion is the only reason why this young man ain't show emotional.
Yeah, believe that.
Yeah. It's the only reason.
Believe that.
Brandon Marshall went up there, whole family downstairs. He trying to take it in that it ain't happening. Mm-hmm. He go upstairs, my man. He break his hand, break the mirror, crying for days and days because it hurt him.
Yeah, but like you said. When the cameras ain't there, see that's when being a father step in.
Yeah.
See, Prime probably pulling that boy to the side. You know what I'm saying? Praying over him. You know, letting him know, hey man, this just a reminder of corporate America. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, so but like you said, man, it's a big difference in them fathers being there and not being there, man.
Because that's the difference. He would have been emotionally called out of team, said something. You racist, he would have said something.
Because guess what? Me and you, that we'd have did.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
If our daddy wasn't there,
boy, what?
Man, listen, would have been done flew the coop. Would have been done picked up the phone and called Loon, record this over the phone for me. You feel?
You talking about?
I get it.
Yeah, y'all nigga tripping, man. All these yards, I got more yards than him, more than like you start putting his stats out. He would have tried to rationally make his argument in public, because if you not stoic, bro, and you don't have any philosophy, you can be emotionally triggered easily. We just also saw it with Shannon Sharp. Right? For him to come out and say certain things like, oh, they done tricked you. You ain't supposed to come out and dox the lady and say she, like, bro, just relax, let them people handle it. And then you in media, feed that shit to somebody else in media.
Pass it off, man.
You in media.
But like you said, it's like, I was reading up on his situation, like, took me by surprise, man. And then not only that, but check out how the play go. Just say Tuesday, Shannon Sharp about to embark on a deal. Yeah. And Wednesday, here come a
half.
You see how they play the game?
Yeah, it's dope.
You see how it's set up?
It's
like,
sick,
hey,
bro.
It's like, okay, her lawyer knew the play he working on. So when that started, he know we're gonna come in and do this. And now look.
And ruin the whole play.
And guess what? That play probably off the table, man.
Off the table. And not only did it ruin the future play that was on the table, which is the $100 million, it also took me off ESPN. So it the money up I was currently getting.
All the way around, man.
He lost all the way around because he wanted the young white girl.
Man, listen, bro.
Like, y'all got y'all preferences, but I'm telling you, at 55, you think the 19-year-old, you got to be swift, man. That's what I'm saying. That. You ain't swift if you thinking, I done met this broad at the gym, and in 2 weeks I met her house choking out.
Believe that.
You know what I mean? BDSM, and it don't work. She's doing this with a motive, brother.
Bro, you know, it's traps out there, man.
Yeah, man.
And at the end of the day, like you say, you 55, you got to be looking like, man, that's your daughter damn near, bro. You feel me? But once again, man, one thing I was always taught, humble yourself or life will do it for you, man. You feel me?
Exactly.
A lot of it revolve and revolt back to being humble, man. Humility, man.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, like dude ever since Cat did this thing, dude just been different, man.
He been big.
Different. Like
he went big.
I pay
on
attention to the small stuff, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like Cat turned them up, man. After that, man, whole demeanor, and like when I heard about it, I didn't pay attention. When I read about it, I said, 19 years. Guess what? He'll never recoup from that, man.
Bro. Because you can't explain the age gap. It tells me that you know what that tells me is that you're such a slave to your craving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can never fall victim to your cravings, bro, because you're going to always lead you to a bad place. Right? Because you think, I don't want to, bro, you might want to freak and do this and that, but I got to do it a certain way.
That's right.
And when you doing BDSM and you work or something, yo, I got to have history with this girl. I can't just meet her at the gym and think in my mind, boy, I hit the jackpot.
Right.
Yeah, that ain't how this works.
Come on, man. And then, you know, like I used to tell Quan, man, I tell my baby boy this all the time. Understand this, man. Decisions that you make don't only affect you, man.
Right.
Think about it if you looking out for family members, bro.
Right.
Think. And I ain't talking about money. They may have been working with you. They could have been employed. You feel me?
Actually doing a service.
Actually working for the money.
Right.
Not saying you giving it to him. But let's just say he got kids. Imagine the impact that the kids have to deal with because of these type of decisions.
Yes.
And now, man, when you look at it, you just be like, I'm like, damn, Shannon, for real.
Craziness. But let's get back to Quan though. When Quan passes, financially, where is he at? And how moving forward do you guys distribute the funds? Is there like a trust that the kids pull from? What is the scenario for Quan and his estate?
When Quan passed, man, Quan was in great financial shape. Like, I don't play the radio with the money, man.
Right.
You feel me? Real structure, real discipline.
Yeah.
Quan had good Lord have mercy money, what I call it. You follow what I'm saying? As far as his finances, man, I know what Quan would want. And Quan would say, Dad, make sure my kid's straight. You follow me? The number one priority in my life, man, is to carry out what Quan would want for his kids, man, which are my grandkids.
Yes.
You follow me? Make sure they have trust, make sure they have education funds, make sure they understand, you know, what they're about to embark upon, make sure that, you know, hopefully they go to school, continue their education. But as far as like the finances and stuff, man, his kids are going to be in a great situation. Right. Man.
And so we saw also RP Takeoff, the untimely demise of him, but his shit kind of went into a probate, or he didn't have a living will. Did Quan have a living will?
Quan didn't have a living will either. But the way we had things structured is not going to be as difficult as a task, because at the end of the day, it's for the kids, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Quan had 5 kids, man. Quan didn't have a wife. He didn't have a will. He didn't have anything in writing, okay? But the reality is his kids are his next of kin. And they'll benefit off his legacy. They'll benefit. Yeah, they're his next of kin.
Right,
his
that
kids
makes sense. Yeah.
And Quan has kids from 17 to 4 years old.
Right, okay. So a couple of them should be getting old enough soon to be able to kind of reap some of the benefits from what their father left them. You know what I mean? Exactly. As far as the education or whatever you have going for them.
No doubt.
But damn, man. So did the state get involved with that? Does the state get to take in? Because what I've heard about Takeoff, what I've read in reports online is that because he didn't have a living will, I think millions of dollars ended up routed to the state just out of some kind of, it was a percentage number. But because he was worth so much, that percentage, it wasn't a cap on the number, right? So you would think if they say 50%, but you getting 2,500, so send us to 1,250, that's one thing. But if they say 50% and the number's 22 million, you wouldn't think that the state would take
$11 million.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this, and I'll be very honest and transparent. This is my first time dealing with the probate court system. I'm learning as I go, man.
Right.
You follow me? I have counsel that is expertise in this field.
Right.
So I trust in them to lead me and give me the best advice. But one thing I can say, man, like, I took for granted. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it a buck, man. Like, I thought my son would be burying me, man.
Right.
You follow me? I never thought I'd see the day that I'd be burying my son.
Right.
Just keeping it real, man. Thought I had time, man.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
And realized didn't have time. I had a lot of things in order, but through my son's transitioning, which I like to call it, I realized, man, I got a lot of loose ends I need to tighten up too, man. You follow me? So things could have been tighter, but they're not bad.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know Quan's main priority would be the kids, and rest assured the kids going to be good.
Right.
Man.
Yeah. And that's the number one
That's
thing.
the number one priority.
Yeah.
For him. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I know, like, he want to make sure they straight, and I think the things that we're putting in place going through the courts are gonna benefit the kids, and hopefully, man, make him smile out and say,
Right.
"Pop, y'all did that."
Yeah,
me."
for sure.
You feel
For
me?
sure. That's dope. That's dope. I think with younger men and even with black men, really men, nobody really wants to face the mortality, like, and think about that death and
Right.
how the casket needs to be or how to finance it. People just like, I don't want to talk about no death shit. You know, it's like how niggas used to treat cancer, or like a nigga get a bump on his hand and man, that motherfucker there gonna go. You know what I mean? It's like they don't want to approach it head on, and that's a critical mistake, because you can be literally giving away half of what you worked all your life for.
And you know, I say this, man, to not only entertainers, rappers, actors, just everyday people, man. Take time, man, to get your business in order, man. Right now, I'm in the process of doing a trust. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, man, we don't be educated to these things. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, like, sometimes, like, it takes things of this nature, you know, in order for you to get yourself together. Because, like, I heard of trust, but even at 55, I hadn't really looked into that.
Right.
You know, I felt
So
like
I got one now.
I felt like I had a wheel, everything was cool. But no, man, like, a trust will make things so much easier, and the transition will be so smooth for the family. And you know, it says we need to be educated on these things, man. Because if you ain't careful, like you said, bro, half or more
of what you
worked
life.
all your life will go back. I read an article one time. I don't know how true it is, and I'm gonna share it with you. When Prince passed, they said that this man had a compound, 36 people to 38 people there daily. Supposedly and surprisingly, the day he passed, he was there alone. Supposedly, man, he had won a lawsuit for so many millions of dollars and got his publishing back, right?
From Sony.
From Sony. But come to find out, Sony had a $1 billion insurance policy on him, bruh.
That's the thing.
He wake up dead. Look, they get all the publishing back and the $1 billion policy, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. These rap niggas sometimes don't be knowing your label might have a hit on you.
Believe
nigga.
that.
That's how deep this shit
Just call an ace and a spade. Sometimes you be worth more to somebody in death than you are alive. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But guess what? We be so caught up in the jury, the cause, the girls. And guess what? They'll put all that on you, man.
Yeah. To get you in position to get this other bag we want.
Come on, man. Listen, bro.
This shit is 4D chess, man.
I tell people all the time, man, this game ain't what you think it's cracked up to be, man. You feel
That's
me?
why I think that was a great question for me to you, is like, from losing your son or him transitioning, like, how you view the rap game. Man. Did it swallow your son up? Did it kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think, you know, the success and the darkness that come with it, man. You follow me? You know, like, I ain't got the name, man. But just think about some of the big boys and where they at and where they are mentally.
mentally. That's why we were talking, man. Like, it's important, man, to bring awareness to mental health.
Facts.
Upon my son's death, my son was in a dark space, man.
Yeah.
I got texts in my phone where I reached out where his brother Dre was texting me concerned. Monte was texting me concerned. People like, man, that's your son. Hey, bro, listen. Quan was 34. He wasn't 14.
Right. Yeah.
As a dad, as a parent, as a mom, it's only so much you can do, man.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
But that's why I'm telling you, like, try to get Quan help, man.
Yeah.
But, you know, the first step is admitting I got a problem.
Right.
Admitting I need some help.
It's hard to admit that with all the goddamn money.
Come on, man.
That be the thing, too. It's like,
that's right.
Because when we come up, when we look at a dope fiend or a crackhead, it's the motherfucker out there that can't get it together. So you don't really see yourself as being cousins to that.
To that. That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
You
don't see it because you worth so much money. And so do you feel any guilt with that? Do people try to pass guilt of like, yo, y'all kind of knew he was on shit, pills or whatever he was doing? Like, do you feel any of that?
To a certain degree, as a human, I'd be lying if I say no.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, and I can say this, and this is not an excuse, my son never indulged in drugs around me. You got to realize I'm his dad, bro.
Right.
And I was a disciplinarian. I was strict, structured. So certain things I didn't see. I never saw Quan pop a pill in front of me. I saw him smoke weed. I saw him drink liquor.
Yeah, I saw him drink
but
and
I
smoke.
Never, but certain things I never saw him do.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I knew when he was higher than normal.
Yeah.
And I would address it with him. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell him, like, hey, man, whatever you going through in life, your answer ain't in a pill bottle or liquor bottle, man. I used to tell him that. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We used to have, conversations. I wasn't scared. I wasn't no yes guy around him. You follow me?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, man, I know what hard work and grind and discipline and putting my money up can do for me.
Right.
So I didn't have to, quote unquote, kiss ass.
Yes, Lord.
I'm not on them times.
That's what we love. And I can feel that from you, but that's what we love. Even with my kids, I'm gonna be like that forever because they know I'm big. I'm the final boss.
Believe that.
I don't give a damn if you go pro.
Believe
Dad, I'm the final boss.
And guess what? We had the kind of understanding, man. Like, I don't care if you got a $300,000 check, man.
Yeah. Or this big car worth $600,000.
But guess what, man? You gonna always respect me, and I'm gonna respect you.
Right.
Man. We gonna have a mutual respect for each other. You understand?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I used to tell Quan and my other K, man, listen, these conversations I had, they not for me, son.
Right.
They for y'all.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So do I have, like, in hindsight, I'd be like, maybe I could have done more. But at the end of the day, man, I did what I could do.
Right.
I don't have any ill feelings. I don't have any remorse for my actions.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I tell people, if you see me upset, bro, it's because I miss dude in the flesh. I don't have a guilty conscience where I coulda, woulda, should.
Yeah.
No, none of that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Because I gave him that and some of my life.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know he knew that, bro.
Yeah.
We used to laugh about it.
And he would always bring you up.
Yeah.
Whoever he would talk to, if you was a real nigga, he would talk about his dad in some way in that conversation.
That was my man, bro. Like that was my like we had a bond, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's what I miss.
Yeah.
Like I ride my bike, bro, bicycle. Quan passed September the 5th. I started riding my bike September the 7th. I just picked my bike back up 2 weeks ago. You know what was the hardest part of that ride for me?
What's that?
Not talking to my son. We used to talk in the morning, like Quan
Why
would
you
call me
riding
like,
shit?
you on that bike, ain't you? Yes, sir. But we had them talks, and he'd be like, Dad, I love you, I appreciate you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So I miss that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I miss like I was sitting there watching a basketball game the other night and went to pick up the phone and call him, bro.
Man, I feel for you,
sometimes
bro.
I think about in the boxing game, these new up and coming boxers, I don't know much about them.
Yeah.
Quan schooled me on all this, man. He told me about these young boy, Dad, he the truth, man. I'm telling you. You feel what I'm saying?
Javante Davis.
Yeah, like I ain't
yeah.
know nothing about all these
You a
boys.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I mean? Them
Holyfield
niggas,
and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm old school.
But you a boxing fan.
But I love boxing, man. And he
man.
used to school me on it. But one thing I'm forever grateful for, man, we have some beautiful memories, man.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
And now that he's gone, man, I didn't even know how important pictures was until now, man.
Right.
You follow me? I didn't realize how important that I love you is a pop. I don't want nothing. I'm just letting you know I appreciate you.
Right.
Like sometimes, bro, I lay there and I just read them text messages, man. You follow me?
Yeah.
It give me a sense of him still being there, man.
Right.
You
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, bro, like, and I say to our people, man, pay attention to your loved ones, man.
Sure.
You follow me?
For sure.
Even if it's uncomfortable, man. You know, sometimes you got to have them uncomfortable conversations to get comfortable, man.
That's a fact.
Because guess what, man? And I say this, man, till my last days. This chair I'm sitting in alone, I don't wish this on nobody, man.
It's rough.
I mean, I'm 7 months in, bro.
Man, it's rough, brother.
Few days, we're going to be 8 months in. Bro, listen. When I was watching my grandson go to the prom the other day, and I was looking around and Quan wasn't there,
Bro.
I'm fooling myself. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Man, Quan had a show.
You trying to psych yourself out.
I'm trying to psych myself out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I thank the fans so much, bro. Like, I honestly didn't know the love, the respect that was displayed for my son.
Yeah.
I was in awe, man.
Yeah.
I was in awe. I'm talking, man, like
a legend, bro. You raised a legend, bro. That boy one of the most influential. And I'm telling you this, bro. That man was one of the most influential artists of this generation. That sound was not the sound of music. Them dudes single-handedly ushered in this melody type of flow. And then on top of that, you could tell you was around because when he got into it with Fly, with the business, hey, we stopped this, hold on. That's how you can tell somebody is installing game in this young man. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm telling you, bro, you did a great job with that boy, man.
Thank you, man.
A legend.
I appreciate it.
You done that, bro.
I appreciate it,
and when you lay down, know that. I did that one. You see what I'm saying? I did that one, dog.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Always, that come from Loon, bro. That come from me, bro. You done that one.
I appreciate that, man.
Sure,
and I'm
bro.
going to say something. You just spoke on the TIG litigations and stuff, right? I'm going to shout out Fly again, man. When I was making arrangements for my son, Fly met me over at the church. We were going over numbers and stuff. And I got ready to go pay for the church venue. I walked out in the hallway. Fly was already in the hall. I said, where you going? He said, I got this, man. You go back in there and handle the rest of it.
Dope.
I want to shout out Fly, man.
Shout out Fly.
Before Quan passed and after Quan's transition, man, Fly called me, check on my mental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you feeling? You know, how your day going? And, you know, we developed a great respect and friendship for each other, man. And, you know, I told him, man, I appreciate, you know, the chance you took on my son. I know things took off fast and, you know, we were overwhelmed.
Right.
But, you know, through maturity, man, and some praying, like, we overcame that obstacle, man.
Yes.
And I shout out because dude stood in the paint and went and spent the bag with me on my son's homegoing, man.
And that's we gotta commend him for that.
Like,
Salute him for that.
Like you gotta call an ace and a spade a spade, you know?
Sure.
Like you said, these labels make millions of dollars off these kids, but won't even turn around and send you a bucket of chicken when something happened. And when I say Fly was there the whole way with me, man, making sure I was good, you know, and like I buried a lot of my family, bro. So I know how the process go.
Right.
But this one here was a bit overwhelming, and Monte, Day, and Fly, they were all instrumental in bringing this home going together for me because I wasn't in a space mentally to do it. But it's like, hey man, we know what Quan deserved. Quan's home going wasn't for flash or nothing. My son earned that home going, man. You follow me?
Yeah.
And shout out to the team, man, for
sure.
assisting me, bro.
Yeah.
In one of the darkest times of my life, man.
Yeah. Burying your son is so traumatic.
Yeah.
Did with the turnout at the funeral, did you feel like that enough of the industry, enough of the rappers and stuff supported Quan like they should have?
No, I mean, afterwards I paid attention to it, but that day, bro, I was so out of it, it didn't matter.
Right.
And honestly, when I made the announcement that we were going public with the funeral, it wasn't for the industry, man. It was for those fans, man, that allowed my son to be in places and spaces only he would have dreamed of being.
Right.
I have a big heart toward the fans, man. I don't get into the industry cats, you follow me? Because it ain't like if it was somebody I was cool with, you understand?
But see, that's part of what had Quan in the dark space.
Believe it.
Is this industry and them not, when he was piping hot, niggas was hitting him and he'll come.
Believe it.
Right? He would come and always service him or help him when he could. He did talk to me about, he had a time where he kind of did get in an arrogant bag and we was like, y'all nigga, I ain't. But for the most part, bro would help other rappers. And so when I speak about the industry, it just also echoes the fact that it's just so fake in this industry, bro, where I can give you a hit 5 years ago, and then because we ain't talking 18 months, you won't even check into my funeral.
Right. My point, and then, it's a scenario where it's like, Loon, if you and Mike going through it, that ain't got nothing to do with Corey and Mike, man. Yeah. You understand? But me being the man I am, I'm gonna come in and try to help you and Mike fix it instead of put fuel on it. You follow what I'm saying? We got enough of that going on. What are the people that say, hey man, let's sit these brothers down and you know what the elephant in the room be, man?
What?
When we doing that, we leave so many bags on the table, man. You follow me? Because of attitude, because of arrogance,
ego.
Like, bruh, you don't never sit down and think about where you came from. You don't think about when you ain't have what you call a pot to piss in or winner to throw it out. And man, when you can I use the example like this here, man. I never met Kobe. I never met Shaq. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Right, rest in peace.
From what I understand, they didn't get along. But they won championships together, man.
Lord have mercy.
They won championships together, man. And at the end of the day, when does the division stop? Man?
Right. So you basically what you saying is you believe because of the Thug and Quan shit, it affected how
it affected Quan a lot. It affected Quan a lot. I can only speak on Quan.
Right.
Quan wouldn't talk to me about it.
Right.
But I know my son, bro.
Yeah.
It had a profound effect on his everyday life, man.
Yeah.
I know it did.
Yeah.
Like let's call an ace and a spade a spade. Let's not, but let's not play like it didn't
we ain't
happen.
sugarcoating. Ain't no sense in that. Don't nobody learn from that kind of shit.
Nobody. And at the end of the day, I lost a son, bro. These kids lost a father.
Right.
This mother lost a son. This brother lost a brother.
Right.
This uncle lost a nephew, man. You follow me?
Yeah.
So sometime I be like, man, I wish he would have just went on with something else, man. Because you know what? This a mean industry, bro. It's like one day they praise you and the next day you ain't nothing.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, man, and that's part of success's backside is that it'll take you so far up that when it decides to drop you, it's a long way down. You know what I'm saying? So if you fall off a couch, you may not break none, but if you fall off a building, you may die. So as high as the industry brings you up, when I was talking to Quan, I was like, yo, I know how you feel because you still rap good as a motherfucker. You still fly as a motherfucker. You still got the cars, the jewelry. But these folks is trying to act like your music ain't. They trying to like no look you.
They box you out, man.
Yeah,
they Kaepernick you, bro.
My nigga.
Let's just keep it a book. They Kaepernick you, man. And Jada Kiss got a song say, it's a nigga better than Joe, and he just didn't get that break,
That's a
man.
whole fact.
You feel me?
That's a whole
fact. Sometimes I was listening to Quan music last night. Man, you're not gonna tell me that one of the most lyricist niggas you come across, man.
Facts.
But it's like, I got to be cool with Bud. I don't want him mad with me.
So I can't come over there.
I can't, but like at the end of the day, man,
I can't undo what's been done,
Right.
man. You follow me? I don't have no ill feelings. I don't hold no grudges, man. I just know, man, at the end, man, like being honest, that shit affected my son a lot, bro. It did, man. He's human.
Yeah.
And Quan wasn't no hardcore nigga. He wasn't raised like that, bro.
Good nigga.
He was an emotional creature, man. You feel me? And no matter how he put on to me, you, I can imagine, bro, when he was by himself like he the artist. If we see it, imagine he's seeing it 20 times more.
And then you gotta think he looking at it like, not only did me and Thug not continue our relationship, but nigga, all these niggas I will fucking with started. The producers, the engineers, the video, the DJ. Hold on, whoa.
Believe it, man.
Like, and that shit was affecting him, bro. I talked to him about it, and I'm like, man, how do you continue to push knowing that my rapping ain't, I'm still one of the best rappers.
Do you know, just keeping it a buck, man, since we having this intimate conversation, there were times we as a team carried that boy when he didn't have the strength to carry himself. We believed in him when he didn't believe in himself.
They beat all the confidence out of him.
Like when he just was like, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm rich. These niggas want me chasing this shit.
Yeah, but it was like, man, like Monte, Dre, me, Day Day, even Fly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we still believe in you, man.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna, like one thing I can say, man, and I say this not because I was a part of it, but I used to tell Quan all the time, man, one day you're gonna have a profound appreciation for your team, man.
Right.
Because there were times, bro, where we wanted it more than Quan, man.
Yeah.
Like if he didn't have the support system he had, 2014 could have been 2024 could have been way earlier, man. You follow me?
Yeah.
Because like
they were holding them together.
We held them down, bro.
Yeah.
We held them down, man. Even them days, like, bro, we had knockdown drag outs with Buddy, man.
Yeah.
Because he was in a dark space.
Yeah.
You understand? And then like he would always say, y'all don't know what I go through. Y'all ain't the artists. Hey man, we with you regardless. But that's just like you in your situation. You probably have time, you're like, man, you know what? But that shit was cold how niggas just played this.
Right. Yeah.
And I can understand Quan mentality towards certain things, but as a father, I'm going with you through the end of time.
Facts.
Man. You feel me? As your manager, I'm going to be there to support you and to put you in positions, man. But it was a lot of time, man, like mentally he just wasn't there.
Yeah. They got him. They got your confidence. That's why I try to tell niggas like that. If they get your confidence,
game damn near
game over.
Man.
Yeah.
We was just talking about that, what you doing them.
Yeah.
Like and see, that's a valuable word. So it's like when we go back to our generation and our people, man, it's okay to raise your hand and say, I need some help. Like I told you, man, I'm 55 years old. I just raised my hand and said, I need some help, bro.
Got to, bro.
I see a therapist, man. I told one of my partners, I see a therapist. He's like, oh, bro, you do? I ain't gonna tell, man, I don't care who you tell, man.
Nigga,
I'm not embarrassed. You understand? The nigga who ain't acknowledging should be embarrassed.
Well, this is like what we saying. When you are a nigga that's taking in so much, you have to dump it out.
Somewhere.
Nigga, what you do with your trash?
Take it out.
Anything you pile up, you got to go get rid of that somewhere.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know, like my mindset now, man, is that like, I got to release. I got to get some of this off me, man.
Yeah.
And going through therapy, it's before Quan.
Right.
I'm talking about childhood stuff that made me who I am today. You know what I'm saying? At some point, man, you got to learn how to let go, man.
Yeah.
You got to get off your dad that wasn't there.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah,
you got to get off somebody else had to raise you.
Yeah.
Because guess what you do? You start caring that you affected innocent people that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Bleeding on people that didn't cut you.
So it's like, man, and I'm gonna tell you one of my biggest advocates for therapy, man. That boy Monte been on me for a few years, man.
Yeah, shout out Monte. He kicked that high level shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He told me, hey, bro, go see a therapist, bro. You got a lot on you.
Yeah.
And one day, man, I just said,
Where did you find your therapist at? Like, you just
I found my therapist through my insurance provider, man. through my insurance provider, and you know, I was kind of query at first, a little nervous, didn't know what to expect. You know, was keeping some stuff, and I just told him one day, I said, I ain't got no reason not telling you the truth. You're here to help me.
Exactly.
So man, I just started pouring in.
That's dope.
I see her once a week, man, and like I look forward to it now, man. You know, like
because you dumping the rest of the week, you take it in.
Yeah, I'm taking in, and it's like man, it's like anything else, man. Pressure bust pipes, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know, high blood pressure, ulcers, and you know stuff, man. A lot of that come from worration, man.
Yes, Lord.
You know, not confide. You got to find somebody to confide in, man.
Got to dump that shit.
I don't care who you is, man. Like I read one time, dude say, if your car check engine light come on, you take it to the shop. If your chest start hurting, you go to the doctor. Well, if your mental ain't right, why you can't go get you some help,
they
man?
think your mental can't be broken.
Bro, yeah, but listen,
it can
listen,
be.
Man. September the 5th, 2024. Transitioned my whole life, man.
Right.
My whole life took a turn, and guess what? Bro, that ain't for the weak, man.
Yeah, no,
that's
a big journey to be on.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Like through my therapist, man. Like, bro, you know, before I start talking about, man, I used to be at the cemetery 7-8 times a month. I'm talking about, man, walking in this mausoleum, keeping it real with you, man. Walking in this mausoleum, walking up the Quan space, and when I touch it, it move a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, so hurt, want to just snatch that mud down.
Tell him come up out of
come
it.
on, man.
Yeah.
Or just want him to say, Pop, let's go.
Man.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but you can't endure all that, and you still got 5 grandkids. You still got businesses to oversee. You still got Quan's career. You still got, you know, projects you thinking about. You got publishing stuff you're dealing with. You're dealing with your last project you dropped. Then you got grandkids. Then you got your life, man.
Yeah. And imagine that if you don't ever get the dump. Imagine what you go take in. You went and took in, that's your kid.
Right.
That's a lot to just, that's a lot to put on a motherfucker. And then you leave out of there and never dump that and then do it again tomorrow.
Bro, listen, guess what you're going to do? You're going to start blowing on innocent people, ain't got nothing to do with it. Last Friday, my oldest grandson prom. That's the happiest I seen that kid since his dad left him.
Right.
I spent all day Friday getting him ready for the prom.
Right.
Then Saturday, Quan got a 10-year-old son, had a birthday, he turned 11. Then Sunday, I went to church with my grandbaby to surprise her. Right. So you think about, bro, that's a whole weekend consumed with grandkids. You follow what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, you still trying to find some peace. When I see my grandson Royal spitting image of Quan, man.
Right.
Spitting image.
Yeah.
Had him with me about a month ago. He was laying over there on the sofa. I said, Roy, you sleep? He said, no, I'm on the phone, Papa. I look at him. Man, he balled up in a knot just like his dad. Mannerism.
Yeah.
And I look at him sometime and I said, man, you raising Quan all over again.
Another time.
And then when I see this kid, he looking so sad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, let's sit down and talk, man.
Right.
What's wrong? Papa, I just miss my dad.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
That alone. And then guess what? He got 4 more that's missing their dad. And guess what? Loon, I'm missing their dad.
Right. Whole family just going through this together.
The whole family, bro, still in disbelief, man. Still in shock.
Yeah.
Still in denial.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, I sat with Ricky Smiley. You know, he lost his son.
Yes. Salute
you know,
to Rick.
man, it's like, salute to Rick, man. And like, he got a chapter in his book said, God will give you double for your trouble. And he was talking about a scenario where he lost his son and God revealed to him that he had 2 twins. Didn't even know they were his, man.
Wow.
Went outside one day to just holler, he said, pertaining to his son. And the test results came back. Them 2 twins was his, man.
That's crazy.
That's
but like
crazy,
you say,
man.
God, that rings true.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But I wonder is like, I mean, I guess time and I just don't know how I don't have the words to make it through that stuff.
You'll never have, you know, and even through therapy, man, just keeping it a buck with you. And it's still a fear that I have, I'll be honest. One of my biggest fears now, man, for me, is mourning myself to death, man. Yes. I'm just being honest. I'm being transparent. Damn real. I'm being transparent, man.
Bro, that's real.
Like, how do you move on with something you've been attached to for 34 years? And I'm not talking about no drop-in dad.
Yeah.
I've been with Quan from his birth room to the graveyard, man. You feel me? Like, bro, we've had our ups and downs, but guess what? It's my son.
Yeah.
Bro, I got texts I read probably 2-3 times a month. And my suffering and my grief is different because I can play a song and hear my son. You know what I'm saying? Or you can cut up. That's why I took a break from Instagram.
Right.
People were showing me so much love, and I'm grateful for that.
But it tamed you now.
But it slows down my healing process.
Yeah, bro.
And not only are me and my family hurting, whereas people across the United States hurting because of my son's transition.
Right.
And you be like, God, I thank you. In spite of, man, I always thank God because I know that Quan was blessed, man. I know he was gifted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to see the people that he has touched now, it touches me, man.
Right.
Like, bro, I'm out and about. I went to get a tag the other day. Went in there to pay the money, got the tag. The lady said, "You strong." I said, "Excuse me?"
She knew who you were.
She said, "You strong." I said, "You know me?" She said, "You Quan, Dad." I said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "I'm not strong." I said, "Just appear that way." I said, "That man up there is my strength."
Right.
I said, "Ma'am, there are days where I be so weak, man. I don't know what to do."
I'm already.
But during them times, man, like, God stepped in. And he remind me that Quan's time down here was complete, man. His job was done.
Yeah.
And they go back to a sermon I heard years ago. There's a pastor out here named Timothy Fleming. His son got killed in a car accident. You know what he preached the sermon. You know what the sermon was?
What?
Now I know how God feel.
Losing his son.
And now I know, man. And not only that, I got a brother that was traveling with Quan and stuff. I lost him 18 months before Quan passed.
Damn, bro.
My baby brother.
Yeah.
So it's like,
damn, son, R.I.P.
It's like R.I.P. to me, man. Like, I raised him as my son. When Quan first started, I put him with Quan. He was my eyes for me.
Yeah.
You feel me? He was my eyes.
Yeah.
I know he genuinely loved his nephew and his nephew loved him.
Yes.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I lost him. Then my middle brother had a massive stroke before, probably a month or so before my baby brother passed.
Mm-hmm.
And then a year and a half later, I lose my son.
And that's what you mean by mourning yourself to death. And this is a very important conversation, bro, because a lot of people, you know, they say death come in threes and all these different things. So what happens is you can find yourself in that feedback loop of just sad. That's what I'm saying. You got to intentionally put some happy in there.
There you go.
But then what is happy now? Now I got to redefine happy.
Happy, yeah. And then you know what? Like right now in my life, happiness or a smile is temporary right now, man. You follow me? I need to learn how to get back to some permanency, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's temporary right now, man, because I'm always reminded that, you know, me and Quan used to say, we all we got. So if we all we got and he gone.
Right. What do we get? What do I got?
Yeah. You feel me?
So but I think it's about perspective. So, and it's gonna take time. It ain't something you're gonna be able to do just like, all right, I'm changing how I'm viewing this, but at some point the rubber has to meet the road where we go from missing him to celebrating.
Right.
Where it's like when I do get a tag from a fan, it don't hit me where it make me miss him. It make me remember and celebrate. I done that.
Yeah,
he done that. We done that. Salute. We done that.
Believe that.
You know, but that's gonna take time. But you have to be intentional with trying to like curve that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gotta curve that because you're gonna have an emotion when you see him for the rest of your life.
That's real.
But you gotta choose which path.
That's right.
Do I need to go with this or can I dictate it? Right now it's too strong. It's overpowering.
Believe it.
I can't even dictate it the other way.
Right.
But in the event, when I get that opportunity to start seeing my son and instead of mourning him, celebrating, because God does have the final say. You know what I'm saying?
And, you know, like, and one of the things, like, I think what keep me going is that I'm reminded this is temporary. Right. You understand? We get caught up in it thinking it's forever.
Right.
And I'm a firm believer that sometimes God come get certain people to get our attention.
Right.
To let you know, don't get comfortable down here on earth.
Yes.
Because this ain't your final destination.
Yes.
And like I said, I know I see him again, and like, I had little signs, man. Like, I woke up one morning, I looked up, and I just saw him smiling, bro.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, I get signs that he in a better place, and when he transitioned and I had to go to the hospital and I saw him, it was a piece on him I hadn't seen in a minute, man.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I see some light at the end of the tunnel, man. You follow me? First it was real dark.
Yeah. And it's you hopefully you'll continue to walk towards the light and it gets brighter and brighter. You know what I'm saying?
See, like, I want to use the platform, man, to just help others.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my partner said, bro, what you gonna do next? I said, bro, I just want to help others, man.
Yeah.
I just want to bring mental awareness, depression, you know, things among let our men know it's okay to discuss them things,
right?
Man.
For sure.
And you ain't got to discuss them on platform. Just talk to somebody, man.
Dump. You got to dump this shit.
Yeah, because like you said, if not, man, shit gonna explode one day, man.
Yeah.
You follow?
And nobody's excluded from that.
Nobody, man.
I want to ask you this too. Did you ever meet Young Thug?
I met Thug before, yes.
Okay.
I did meet
So
Thug
did y'all have
before.
a personal relationship or just in passing?
No, early on in their careers, we had a personal relationship.
Okay, cool.
But like I said, man, like I tend to stay out of certain things because I don't want to be like, you know, too overbearing or overprotective. You understand? You know, it's just like you have kids, man. One day they gonna walk out that door without you, man.
Yes.
You pray and hope everything go all right.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
give you the tools you can use.
Yeah. And I feel like not only on Thug's side, but Quan too, bro, was attitude and egos, man.
Yeah.
You know, like Thug daddy reached out to me, Big Jeff.
Yeah, Big Jeff. Yeah.
Offered a conversation, bro. Let's try to bring these boys back together. But the attitudes and egos, we wanted it.
Right.
But the attitude and egos, we tried, bro.
For real.
But,
what year was this? Recently or
no, that
when it
was,
first kicked, y'all were trying to get in the middle of the fire.
No, it was some years it went by, and Jeff reached out to me.
Try to make it happen.
Was like, man, Jeff want to talk to you, and I called him.
Yeah,
and he was like, man, let's try to bring these boys back together. But the attitude and egos was so big, we couldn't do it.
Right.
But as fathers, we attempted, man. You follow me? We didn't turn a blind eye to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to find a resolution, man. You follow me? Like at the end of the day, we couldn't come to one. But me and Jeff did try.
Right. I seen because Thug just had his interview with GQ. And he spoke on Rich Homie Quan.
Okay,
so they asked him. Yeah. So basically, they asked him. What was his relationship with Quan after he has died, and what was his relationship and what happened with the Rich Gang era? And Thug basically said that it was Rich Homie Quan's decision not to want to continue to kind of do the music, but then he said that for him it didn't matter. He would have kept doing the music because they were still dropping solo projects or something. And he framed it at the end and basically said, sometimes we make mistakes. And what's your thoughts on just that?
So my thoughts on that, hindsight, being a dad, being a protector. Loom, I was instrumental in that, okay? And the reason I was instrumental is because it was a lot of paperwork that wasn't completed, man. You understand? and had conversations with Bird in regards to the paperwork, and we were gonna do this and do that. Never got taken care of.
Yeah.
And I knew, like, I understand Thug being an artist, like, hey man, I'm just gonna do the music. I understand that. But at the end of the day, I wanted them to do the music, right? But I just wanted them to be compensated.
Right.
And I wanted them to have their fair splits as far as, you know, the music was concerned.
Right.
And you know, like when you see songs doing all these big numbers, but it's not being accounted for the proper way, that's when my responsibility as a manager and a dad come in. Like, hey man, these boys got something special. Let's just handle this.
Right.
And we could go on.
Right.
But when this one being handled, I had to advise Quan.
Step away.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey man, like the business ain't being handled.
And you know, Quan only spoke about that on my platform in detail. He really got into the Birdman and what you talked about, like the numbers and yo, the paperwork wasn't right, man. Like the splits wasn't right. And then we did get into the release of a lot of the records they done. It was like start to leak it. From some of those engineers, which devalues, you know, the project in a tremendous amount. But yeah, I think do you think you made the right decision with that?
I stand on it because I stand on business, man. I stand on business. I mean, like, and even like when me and Fly talked about the TIG litigations, bro, I never asked for nothing that wasn't in black and white.
So you asking to honor what's already there.
Just honor what's here, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just account to us in a timely manner.
Yes.
But you know, like when you have artists, they so into the hoopla, they ain't think about the real bags. But me being a man of numbers, hey man, listen, Quan, you can have that show money. Yeah. But I'm trying to solidify you and your kids' future with this other money, man.
That's the real paper.
That's the real bag.
When your body stop moving. That's the mailbox
when you ain't
money.
hot no more.
Yeah.
That's them deposits coming in for the rest of your kids' life.
Yeah.
You understand? So do I regret it? No, not at all. What I do? Listen, man. I was raised by a man.
Yeah.
And and I told Quan this. We not going through this for TIG for whatever reasons or motive you may have.
Yeah.
We standing on the paperwork that you signed. And guess what? If I'm asking you to honor your responsibilities, it's only right that I ask TIG to honor theirs.
Always.
That's all it was, bro.
Yeah.
And it was the same way with the Rich Gang situation.
Yeah.
I just wanted the paperwork right. Because I know in America, bro, if it ain't in black and white, what do you have? Nothing.
Yeah, yeah. You just talking.
You just talking. Like, I can't do nothing without paperwork.
Right.
That's all. And guess what?
And that was your approach in this business, which is the label's approach.
Believe it.
That's they
gonna have you to sign 100 pieces of document, bro. And guess what? We'll get upset if you don't say, let me go get a few days to go over this. I want to understand what I'm signing.
Yes.
And all I wanted was an understanding because, like, I didn't think that I would be responsible for my grandkids being okay the rest of their lives. So guess what? That's why that was did back then for a time like now.
Right. That's why the universe is perfect.
Believe that.
You see what I'm saying? See how the universe is perfect, bro. You were fighting for something you knew his kid were gonna need before you even knew this was gonna happen.
That's what, and guess what? Man, listen, it wasn't. That's all it was, man. Yeah. I was doing what I thought was right for my kids, man. And for the work that Quan had put in.
Right.
I don't do nothing without paperwork now, man.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm buying a car.
Man, whatever it is, bring the papers.
Because I know what it can do and what it can't do.
Right.
Man. You follow me?
Yeah.
So do I have any regrets?
You don't have to honor anything but your papers.
That's all.
You got to put it on that paper.
You got to, man.
Yeah.
So no, I don't have no regrets, man. Cause wherever the chips fail, they fail, man.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I lost my son September 5th, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you this, Long. That kid lived the life that people dream of, man.
Yeah. Now he lived like a rock star.
And I told him, not only him, family and friends, he allowed us, man, to see some things we probably never would have seen.
Yeah, he went
to
way
go some
far,
places we
man.
never would have went.
Yeah.
To meet some people I probably never wouldn't have met.
Bro.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's deep when you look at the overall picture, man. And at the end of the day, man, as long as he resting, bro, I'm okay.
No, for sure. That's dope, man. I think like I said, he left a good legacy. He left a lot of great music. He brought in this. I'm telling you how important that was. That helped the South take the whole entire music business, bro. Because it was up north and all that. When them niggas started mumble, they try to call them mumble rappers. That was their way of trying to. Niggas stop listening to that shit. They mumbling. Them niggas ain't really say. Right. Them niggas kept pushing the line. That type of way went so goddamn crazy.
Yeah.
It changed music. It was him. I would never forget that era. Type of way. Cash Out had a record. Derez Deshawn had a record. This one they was ushering in that singing because it was new. It was like rappers singing now. Man, that changed the entire infrastructure of music, and it was Thug, and it was all these different dudes, and then you start to see fruit off those trees with the little babies, and it continues to go. And the honchos now off the little baby tree, it's like it just feeding each other.
It trickled down.
Yeah,
it's
man.
a trickle down effect.
It was just so much happening, bro. That bro really shook that. Did you ever meet Big Nut?
Yeah.
You say you did meet.
See, I knew Nut, my ex-wife, sister. Was Nut's stepmother. So that's Donnie's wife.
Okay.
His dad.
Okay.
So I knew Nut when he was much younger. You follow me? And I met him a few times over at TIG. And like, man, one of the coolest laid back guys I ever met, man.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I ain't know nothing about what Nut had going on, man. You follow me?
Yeah.
I didn't, because every time I seen he was so respectable, man. We sit down and chopped it up, had great conversation, great dialogue. Used to be talking about Quan and Lucci and stuff.
Right.
And like when I found out, like I wouldn't have never knew if nobody hadn't told me, man. Like he wasn't, I ain't.
But that's how it
it
usually is. That's why you know that a lot of rapper guys are acting, because when they popping it so much. That ain't what's really, you know what I mean? Yeah. That ain't gonna get it done. So, anything you want to leave the people with?
Man, look, just keep the family in prayer, man. I appreciate, the fans and everybody that, still supporting my son, still reaching out to me, letting me know that, you're thinking about me. Because, usually out them 2-3 months, man, you be by yourself or, it's at the end. So, I mean, continue to keep us in your prayers, man. I'm going to do everything in my power to keep his legacy going. And it is what it is, man. Thank you, man.
No, for sure.
Appreciate you.
I got a few more questions because I have right here.
Okay.
Mo3 is still dropping music. He's been passed away, I think, for a couple years now. I don't want to misquote the actual year, but how much more music does Rich Homie Quan have, and how many more projects or any documentaries, any pieces of content, pieces of work that the fans can be looking forward to for Rich?
Most definitely, man. Quan probably got a couple thousand songs. But you have to understand, with me and the team being structured how we're structured, it's levels, it's things we have to do before we can release this music. Like, I don't want to release music and have all kind of obstacles after we've released it.
Yeah.
So the plan is to most definitely continue to drop music, continue to build his legacy. And yeah, we got a documentary that we're fine tuning, man. We got to fine tune it to bring it out. So it's still a lot of music, man.
Dope.
Left behind by Rich Homie, man.
Are you looking at the Mo3 business model, which is, all right, Mo3, transitions with all this music on the hard drive. Now, what we do as the team, we still go work these records, meaning, hey, take one verse off of that. Who's the hot rapper? The Baby. Hey, The Baby, jump on this one. Pay him for his feature, and now this is our record. This still go to his kids. He may be not here to, actually go and perform it and stuff, but we're adding to the catalog.
Well, that scenario, that's a team question.
Right.
But if I had to speak on it, because what we do, we move together.
Right.
Somebody on the team may say, yeah, that's a great idea, but
I go back to the game, man. Like, it just depends on how you want to play the game.
Right.
Do you want to? I think when I think about decisions, I still think about it if Quan was still here,
right,
and what his thoughts would be on this process,
right.
As far as spending money on features, man, Quan music so pure and organic. I would just let the people hear him, man.
And then it ain't necessarily because some of these niggas should do it because Quan is who he is, right? But what I'm meaning is you're gonna find yourself in a scenario where your job now becomes to maximize the exposure of the record.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because you want to be making new money. And at some point you can get in a situation where his fans kind of get dormant a little bit, and you may have to pull, someone that's moving out there a little bit to just help with the visibility part of it. You know what I'm saying? I think Mo 3 and them has done a really good job. He just did a song with Tory Lanez.
For real,
right? Those little things, I'm telling you, they help maximize the visibility. And then also, if the business is right, it's just like a solo song. And you're going to get the business right.
Right, no doubt.
So it ain't going to be no loose ends that need to be tied up. But what I'm saying is your job changes because we're in this streaming era and this search engine era, right? Versus people grabbing CDs. You have to continue to have people searching for Quan 3 years from now, for whatever reason.
Yeah, and another thing, you brought up a good point. Another thing you have to realize, man, the attention span is so short now. So, like, if you ain't there, they going on to something else.
That's what I'm saying.
So, basically, going back to the team, I generally handle the business,
right,
as far as song selection and what they want to do as far as features. Monte, Dre, Quick, the DJs, Tank will have their input. And if they, say, hey, man, we think we should go with this and they want to do it, I'm with it, man.
And that's just me giving some game as to, you know what I'm saying? Because you got the rest of your pack. You got to put a little cut in it. You know what I mean? You got to, you know what I mean? You got your, you know what I mean? I'm just saying keep the block rolling.
No doubt.
I'm
going to tell you something. See, now talking to you, now later on today, I go do some research on Mo 3.
They've been smoking it, bro.
I hadn't did it.
I'm talking about singles, and they're grabbing other artists that's still moving right now, momentum right now, because it ain't about the song. It's literally about the kids and
there you go.
Maximizing the impact of this shit.
Yeah,
he done what he wanted to do far as like, I'm gonna leave that one off. Now it's about the little ones.
Right.
Let's button this shit up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Now, as I'm watching, I'm saying, because nobody else been able to do it. You will die out. Look at Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke was one of the biggest artists in the world.
Yeah.
No one is searching for that right now. Yeah. And that's the problem. You take some of them old songs, Pop Smoke, here go Bass Swag, which is a rising New York artist. You mash that.
Right. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And that now takes his active fan base.
Right.
And hopefully it go, you know what I mean? And it's just a constant putting a little cut on it.
Yeah.
Trying to make it lock up.
No doubt. Yeah. I mean, the same way when Quan was how people were reaching out for features.
They trying to get their shit to lock up.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They over there with they try to, bro, we need this shit to, you know what I mean? So we can start, you know what I mean?
So that shit like glass.
Yeah.
I get it, man. I get it.
Right.
Okay,
so
I understand.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying, man.
But see, me being old school, I need to hear conversations like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm laid back, I'm chill, man. So like when I leave, I finna get in the group message, bro. Who y'all wanna pick a song, let's find a feature, with Quan in.
Bro, and it's gonna go. I'm telling you, and then it's gonna make the fans, it's gonna make their fans. It's a marriage. You're not playing the traditional music business. You're playing the algorithm business.
There you go. That's
so it's a different business you playing.
Totally different. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always indebted to Lil Baby, because soon he do his rollout interview with me, it jumped my algorithm. And it ain't, even if he don't give me $1, fuck the money. Them niggas just drop your algorithm up to the top.
Yeah.
That's how they pay with their eyeballs now.
That's real.
You see what I'm saying?
Their presence. Their presence
man.
alone. I got you.
Yeah. So that's something I wanted to put under you, like, so you and the team,
thank you.
definitely.
I appreciate that, man. For sure.
Yeah. Also, one more thing. So the 911 call came out. For the fans who do not know, what is the official cause of death of Rich Homie Quan?
The official cause of death was overdose.
Overdose, okay.
And understand this, and I was educated on this. You can drink some Robitussin, and you could take a Tylenol.
And
if you die, it's going to be classified overdose because there were 2 forms of medication, drugs, or whatever in your system.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what because Quan had. It was marijuana. It was quote unquote a fake pill, and it was some codeine. So that was a multitude. That's why it's labeled an overdose. You follow what I'm saying?
Did they ever arrest anybody about the quote unquote fake pill?
No, nobody's been arrested.
That's crazy because I'm sure, like in my town, they going to arrest for it.
Yeah, and guess what? I'm not arresting.
Yeah. They going to arrest a motherfucker about that. You know what I mean?
Like when you see out in Hollywood, when these folks, next thing you know, shit, 2 weeks they got somebody.
That's
right?
what I'm trying to tell you. Macklemore died. They arrested that nigga.
I've been pressing that, man. Yeah. You follow me?
Yeah.
I've been pressing that like I'm on it. You
yeah. Because that's that. You don't. I mean, you know, like if you. I tell these dudes in the street, man, y'all can't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that one, bro. Don't do that one. I don't care which one you working. Don't work that one, bro.
That's real.
Nah, man, don't do that one, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but the what was interesting, because before you got here, and we'll close up after this. So I was listening to something with Rich Homie Quan, and the 911 call came up. Was that his girlfriend? Baby
Amber,
mama?
I'm
not sure.
Amber Williams.
Yeah, so it says that she seen him on the couch and she left, and then she came back, or she put a cover on him or something. There was a series of events, a sequence of events that she didn't notice anything wrong, and then she came back. Has you and her had a conversation about that day, and what's your understanding of?
Most definitely. Well, you got to realize they there with him every day.
Right.
You follow me? Quote unquote, this could have been normal. You know, I try not to look at the bad, man. Right. I try not to stereotype. I try not to pass judgment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There were a lot of things I wish could have been done different that morning.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? But I really think it's just a phase where Bird just took it for granted. You know, he'll be all right. You know, like I'm gonna go back and get in the bed. When I get up, he'll wake up or whatever. Like his brother Dre told me, he said, I thought, man, by me taking the truck to the shop, Quan would text me and be like, Dre, how I get on the sofa? Because Dre put him on the sofa.
Sure did. I
you see what I'm saying? So
that.
I think it just be, man, like, you know, them folk been together forever, man.
Yeah.
Him and Amber.
And they probably done seen him in these states.
Yeah, probably done seen him. Probably just like, you know, he'll buck back or whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in regards to that, like, man, when it's your time, man.
Yeah.
You know, like ain't nothing nobody can do, man.
Yeah.
You know, we be thinking like woulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda,
Right.
but you know, when it's your time, like it's your time.
And you
bro.
really can't spend a lot of time in coulda, woulda, shoulda lane.
Believe that.
Right? Because like I was saying, time well spent is in the future when it deals with resolution.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? The past deals with trauma and what's already took place.
Yeah.
Fixing it deals with the future.
And see, I was raised, man, I don't focus on the problem. I try to focus on the solution,
Right.
man. You follow me?
Yeah.
And the solution is how do we prevent once again from somebody else sitting in this chair that I'm in, man?
Right.
And that's bringing awareness on platforms like this.
Yes.
You know, just telling people, hey, man, pay attention, man.
Yeah.
Because one thing I know, and that's cemented in me, smiling faces tell lies, man.
For sure.
You follow me?
For
You know,
sure.
motherfucker be smiling, man. Next
Lord
thing you know,
have
go
mercy.
blow his brains
Yeah.
out, man. Like I said, we not here to dissect everything.
Yes.
But if you have that feeling, man, reach out, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's the most important message I got out of my son's transition.
Right.
Is bringing awareness, man, and trying to help somebody, man, who may be going through it, who done been through it, and probably gon' face it one day.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it's like I don't point fingers, man.
Yeah.
I just know that my faith and that man up there know everything.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer that what you do in the dark, it'll come in the light, man.
100%.
It'll come to the light.
You
man.
get by, you don't get away.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's a bar. As Quan would say, that's a bar.
Yeah.
You get by, but you don't get away. And that's real, man.
For sure, man. But I thank you for having this conversation, man. Like I said, my heart goes out to you. You got my number. Anything you need, I'm always with you.
Likewise.
On anything. In the documentary, if y'all need my voice, y'all need me overlap, dub, anything y'all need, I'm with you.
Thank you, man.
Whenever he drop music, shoot it to me. I'm blasting it to the platform.
Thank you, man.
You know, and this is why I was saying it's important that black platforms and artists and business that we work together, because GQ is not gonna do that. Once a motherfucker pass away, they gonna move on.
They gone on.
Yeah, so we gotta lift each other up and stay by each other, man. And my heart goes out to you. You have a long journey ahead of you, my nigga. But you done that. You done that with your son. You raised a legend. And you know, like I say, my heart goes out to you, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you for having me, man. And vice versa. Anything you need from me, or if you feel like I gotta connect, you need my phone open, man. Whatever I can do to enhance you and build you up and keep you propelling, I'm here for you, bro.
I appreciate that, bro.
All love.
Thank you so
man.
much, bro.
Respect.